flashlight flickered, casting strange shadows that danced just out of sight. "Do hear that?" Max suddenly stopped, his voice. Jake froze. There was a faint, haunting melody drifting through the trees, like a lullaby sung by a voice that was both beautiful and terrifying. It sent chills down his spine. "Probably just the wind," Jake said, though he didn't believe it himself. They followed the sound, their footsteps crunching on the brittle leaves. The woods seemed to change around them. Trees grew taller, the shadows deeper, and the air colder. The melody grew louder, more insistent, pulling them forward until they stumbled into a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a crumbling stone well, its overgrown with thorny vines. The melody seemed to emanate from depths, a siren's call that was impossible to resist. Jake crept closer, heart pounding in his chest. He peered over the edge of the well, and his breath caught in his throat. The inside was impossibly deep, a yawning ch of darkness that seemed to stretch into eternity. And then he saw it, a faint, ghostly light swirling in the depths, and within it, the faint outline of a face. "Jake, we need to go." Max grabbed arm, his voice frantic. But it was too late. The face in the well began to rise, and the melody turned into a bone-chilling scream. The ghostly figure emerged, a woman with long, tangled hair and hollow eyes that burned with sadness and fury. She reached out with clawed hands, her mouth opening in a silent wail. Jake and Max turned and ran, their terrified screams echoing through the woods. The trees seemed to close in around them, the shadows alive with whispers and laughter. The ghostly woman pursued them, her scream tearing through the night. They burst out of the woods and collapsed on the road, gasping for breath. The gate of Blackthorn Woods creaked shut behind them, and the screams faded into silence. "Never again," Max muttered, his face pale. "Never again." Jake nodded, but he couldn't shake the feeling that something from the woods was still watching them. And as they walked back to town, neither of them noticed the faint, ghostly handprint on Max's shoulder, or the whisper of a lullaby carried on the wind. The next morning, Jake woke up to find a single, withered blackthorn branch on his windowsill, and from night on, he of the woman in the well, calling him back to the woods. Blackthorn Woods wasn't just haunted, it was alive, and it had marked them, and Jake knew, deep down, that it wasn't done with them.